What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Naynay. For the past few weeks, I began to talk about 10 different lessons I learned in MMA that school didn't teach me. Now, this is my personal experience. It could be different for a lot of people, but just based on what I went through during my college years and high school years, I had to work on it throughout my MMA journey, and it eventually helped me in my everyday life. And the fifth lesson is to control my emotions under pressure. Now, MMA does teach us how to stay calm under chaos. One thing that I did not learn in school. I did speak to some professors, to some counselors, but I never really understood the concept of emotional regulation or even breathing under pressure. And I remember taking some speech classes and courses, and I would freak out and I just couldn't control that fear and anxiety. So I had to learn that in MMA because if you go into a fight with that negative mindset, with that anxious mindset, without being fully mentally present, then there's a high chance of either getting injured, getting knocked out, choked out, and just the fight doesn't go your way. Now, we have to learn that in MMA. We have to learn how to stay calm under chaos when we're exhausted, when someone's trying to choke us out. That itself, it's important to make sure that we're 100% okay and we can protect ourselves and our opponent, of course, especially for training partners. When it comes to sparring, it's different. You got to take care of your partner. You have to take control of yourself. But in the cage, you have to keep control of yourself and also control your opponent. And it's difficult. It's difficult to control those emotions. It's challenging to even get to that point where you have that emotional resilience and making sure that you stay calm. Now, MMA will test our emotions. It will test our willpower and whether or not we want to succeed. That involves a lot of mental training, a lot of practice, a lot of writing of our notes, repetition, right? So I really encourage those that are new to the sport to start working on yourselves mentally, emotionally, of course, physically, but to really understand how you're feeling before, during, and after sparring, or before, during, and after training, or in a fight. So the sixth lesson that I learned in MMA is that respect isn't just given, it is earned. I had to learn from the very beginning of my MMA journey 10 years ago. I stepped into those mats and I had to learn how to respect my coaches, my opponents, my training partners, and myself. One thing that I didn't have in the beginning was self respect. So my word didn't mean anything. When I used to tell my coaches, like, oh, I'm going to be at the gym this day, and I didn't show up, that was not respecting my word and myself. When I used to tell people that I would do something and I didn't do it, that was not respecting me. So I had to learn self respect and I had to learn to earn the respect of my coaches as well. And that took time and it took effort because I had to go to the gym consistently, show up, and be coachable and listen to them. And if I didn't listen to them, then they wouldn't take me serious. They wouldn't give me that respect. So I had to earn it. And that took time. That's why I've showed in previous videos is that it took me almost 5 to 6 years to earn that black belt. After I ruptured my Achilles tendon, like within 4 years. And then I had to work my way back into training and go for my black belt. But I had to earn that belt. And it wouldn't mean anything if I didn't put in the time, the repetitions, the grind into this belt. But it is the same thing with people. No one's just going to give it to you. No one's just going to give you that respect. You have to earn it. One thing that school didn't show me was that just because I had good grades, that doesn't mean anything. Not in MMA. In school, it may be an impact because you want to get a good GPA. But if you're a douchebag with a good GPA, that doesn't mean anything. You're still a douchebag. That does not change. So I understand that in school, maybe you may be the teacher's pet. Yeah, you get good grades, and then what? What happens outside of the grades? What happens outside of that degree is what matters the most. And so in MMA, no one's looking at you on your degree. No one's looking at you and praising you just because you have a college degree or no degree. Like, they look into the work that you put in the gym consistently, whether or not you're coachable, whether or not you respect your peers, whether or not you show up on time and you give people that time and respect and listen. It's all about that. So, wanted to share that for those that are new to the sport, because MMA will test you. It will keep you and expose you. So whether or not you are lying to yourself, that's on you. But MMA will expose you again. And respect will not just be given, it's going to be earned. And you will learn that lesson the easy way if you listen, or the hard way like I did. So let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, you can always follow me on patreon.com/MMA for behind the scenes. All right, thanks. See you guys next time. Bye.